Welcome to another short review about the SPIEZ safety shoes. I have a bit of a torture test at the end. I have some mixed feelings about these shoes, so that's why there's such an involved review, so please bear with me. As we go through the unboxing, these are about $49.99 at the time of this review, which to me is an incredible price for steel toes. I needed to test some things though, as they claim to be steel toes. Firstly, I ordered a half size up from, so I'm about an 8.5 wide. So I ordered the size 9. These fit really well, if not a little bit loose. So there seems to be enough toe wiggle room and enough room for different sizes of socks. And I think that's pretty important for steel toes. I like the look of these sporty shoes. There are spots of nice reflection material on the sides. I took this little sticker out of the shoes. They were just loosely stuck in there. There's no way to adjust the fit, so make sure you buy the size that you require. I like the air cushion in the heels to take that walking impact. It works quite well. I have plantar fasciitis, and these shoes have made it pretty tolerable to walk on my own feet again. For periods of long time, it's no problem. They are kind of like a pair of socks with running shoe bottoms and steel toes. After you get used to the slight slipiness on your feet, you actually forget that you're wearing them, especially that you're wearing steel toes. They do feel like boots that don't have laces tied, if you know what I mean. And that's okay if you're into that. They have a light and airy feel to them. The inserts inside are very nice, and you can feel the cushiness as you walk just before you forget that you have them on. In fact, I didn't think that they were actually steel toes. I thought they were composites. But as you see in the super slow motion portion, they are in fact steel. I confirmed it off camera with magnets. So I have mixed feelings about the soles of these shoes. In some cases, they are slippery, like on carpet, but in most cases, it hasn't presented any issues. I noticed once I was on a motorcycle planting my foot, it slipped a little bit, stopping at an intersection. They are otherwise nice to use with the motorcycle, just again keeping in mind that there's no ankle support or protection. It seems like it's just normal woven material with no like anti-abrasion properties. Other than that, I haven't had any issue with anything that I've been doing. I feel that when winter hits, these might get a little bit sketchy, but I need to test that when the white crap flies. Okay, so this is the super slow motion testing section, done at about 2000 frames a second. So in these tests, I needed to know if there was any deformation in the toes, if they were slammed with, say, a sledgehammer. I also wanted to know what would happen if you stepped on a nail directly, but not with my foot in it. Anyways, here's the sledge. It actually bounced off the shoe, and it did make more of a metallic sound. So I was a little surprised by that, and there was no deformation on the inside. Took it like a champ. Laughed it off, in fact. Okay, so material test and acute puncture test. I am using a fairly sharp 6-pound splitting axe with a medium swing, as I didn't want to miss either. So bam, again, it took it well. So from this, we can see that the material is just soft cotton polyester likely, but definitely steel toes. There was a small scratch on the surface, but no deformation on the inside. Okay, so I wanted to know if these were shanked on the bottom to protect from nails. I didn't think so, given the material, but here we are. So this is a long decking screw in a 2x4. It's potentially a common material lying around that you might come along and encounter in a construction site, for example. Um, the first one is a drop test from about 5 feet straight down on the screw. And as you can see, it did okay. In fact, it bounced off. Moving on, we have me swinging the shoe like a hammer to produce more force, as I'm still not putting my foot in danger in these things. It performed well, although there was a small wound on the bottom of the shoe, but not on the inside. I didn't feel anything. Likely still water resistant from the bottom. And finally, what if you step down or even jump down onto it because you didn't see it or whatever happened, to produce enough force? I had to put the shoe on the business end of the screw and then hit it with medium power with the 4-pound sledgehammer. So yeah, that one would have hurt. It fully penetrated the bottom of the shoe, as I could feel that inside. As well, it bent the screw over exactly where it stopped. So I think it hit the steel roof. So that's a bad day. They're definitely not shanked. So what do I think? I really like the slip-on shoe-like feel. They look good with pants on when you're covering the top. They definitely protect your tootsies from whoopsies, but they have limitations in many areas, and they're suited more for like warehouse workers, pickers, packers, QAs that require some toe protection, but need to be on their feet all day. Basically, meant for flat ground or limited climbing, like on grippy step ladders and things like that. I don't think that these would be great on hardcore parkour construction sites, jumping around from danger to danger. There's many more foot dangers, and including ankle support. Again, they're like another pair of socks on top of your socks with shoes built into them. The price is unbeatable for some steel toe shoes, if that's all you're after. I hope this has helped your purchasing decisions. Bye for now.